Hey, everybody. Welcome to the experience live with Russ and Scott.
Welcome to the experience live with Russ and Scott.
Special thank you to our sponsors, the Gillette Home team of Keller Williams and Laura Gillette. For all your real estate needs, go to teamgillette.com. And H&R Block of Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Kaiser. For more information on your tax preparation needs, call 541-928-6432. Ta-da!
Wow.
Woohoo! The
1 year,
experience
Russ.
live. Yes, 1 year. Oh my goodness. Could you have believed a year ago that we would have met so many amazing people and had the chance to just do this every week? It's amazing.
I think people would have thought, how can you bring in 2 new guests every week and have a conversation with them and not run out of stuff? Well, we haven't even got through the patina on this one yet.
Oh my goodness, that's for sure. Well, I think people that knew me knew how we could talk every week, but I could talk enough for 4 guests, but no, it's been amazing. And
Yeah.
what is such a blessing, Scott, besides you, of course, every week is the fact that we've made so many great friends.
Mhm.
We have had, everybody is so excited and willing to engage every week. And so I don't know that I don't know that I've ever been turned down for an invitation for somebody to be on the show. So it's not like it's
Mhm.
a super difficult thing, but it's because people are so amazing.
It's been a great show this first year. I'm excited for season 3, which really kicks off today. But one of the things, friendships. There's been friendships that have been created
Yeah.
from guests that have come onto our show. There's business partnerships that have been created from people who have come onto the experience. That's pretty wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's really wonderful. Number one is friendships, and the workshop I did, how to turn cold calling into making friends. I'm
Yep.
clearly all about connecting and making friends. That's me, right? I love
Oh,
people.
yeah.
And you are the same way. You're a networker, you're a motivational listener, you love to make friends, you love people. And so it's been so great. And what do we talk about every week? We talk about the experience of life, right?
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
everybody is on a journey. Everybody is somewhere along that journey, their experience of life. And it's so amazing to hear all the things that are happening. And you know what I'm truly amazed by, Scott? That is, the people are everywhere, all around the world. We're able to talk to people. You
Mhm.
and I have talked to people on a good share of the continents here
I was gonna
in
say, I'm
the
trying to
world.
think where we've missed.
I know. Wherever we miss, we got to work on that. But
It's
no, it's
coming.
been
It's coming.
amazing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and Russ, I thank you for all of the work. So the intro videos, the sponsorships, Russ is out there uh, making this happen. And now we have Ever, who's joined in and does a lot of
Amazing.
work behind the scenes.
Yes,
And so
amazing.
really grateful for her.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't, yeah. We couldn't do this obviously without our sponsors, without Laura Gillette and the Gillette Home team are amazing.
Yep.
Without my good friend Joyce Knopf and Serena Randall and H&R Block here
Hmm.
locally in Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Kaiser. And but Ever is behind the scenes doing all kinds of things that nobody sees. They get thank yous, but she's just back, and she'd prefer me not to even tell people that she's there. But she's amazing. She's doing things while the show's going on and helping you that are watching engage. And see, that's
Right.
what we love about all of you watching is the
Yeah.
engagement and all that's going on. And we just love that the friends we make and how we get to continue this online community. It's amazing.
Well, and that's really true, Russ, is that it's the community and the whole live streaming community that we've been a part of. And for those folks that are out there, make sure you connect up with Gabe Leal. He's been
Yes.
one of those great partners in the community. He gathers up and sends out live show listings. He's like the TV guide of a live listings, and there are wonderful shows out there. And whether you watch them live, which is great because you can comment and interact, or whether you watch them in replay, there's some really good stuff out there, and it'll get you connected to a lot of new people.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's just it. I mean, when we worked together, and I had you and I, Scott, talked about that. I had a really good chat with Gabe recently. I'm going to have another one also with Russ Johns, who's been an amazing
Mm,
supporter. And
yeah.
man, if you're not part of the pirate broadcast out there, everybody listening, you should be. And our good friend Tim Sohn, who's here this morning, Tim is amazing. And, yes, Tim, shout out to Ever for sure. We are in the midst of amazing people, Scott, that we're learning from. What happened when you and I wanted to get started a year ago? You come to me, you were always the catalyst, I think. You come to me and say, you
I
know
don't
what,
know.
Russ? We need to do this live streaming. I think we need to get a subscription to StreamYard. We need to move forward. And I said, okay, sounds good to me. And so it was actually we had a trial run last
Hmm.
December. That wasn't our official start, but we had a trial run, and we brought in what we called our Dublin crew, mostly along with Jim Fuse, because Jim and Fuse and Alan Hennessy really gave us a lot of the initial help in getting started. And of course, that's Jim of the Tim and Jim show, and Tim
Yep.
Sohn, the other
Yep.
person that's here. And it was an amazing start. And then we officially kicked it off in January. And there's been no looking back. I mean, we've had so much fun and so many people that wanted to contribute to what we're doing. I felt so blessed.
Jim Fuse has been a great friend, and again, everyone, make sure you connect up with him. We had been connected for years through Twitter. We had connected up on a Twitter chat, and then he was volunteering at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego, and I was walking through, and there he is with his name tag, Jim Fuse, Fusion Marketing. I'm like, I know you. And first time I had ever met him face to face, and it was such a wonderful experience. Got the selfie, got a Russ selfie with
Woo!
Jim, and then here's Jim helping us with StreamYard was something that came about because of Jim, and so both you and I were able to get accounts set up, start our live broadcasting using that,
Right.
uh,
Right.
and then just his technical advice
Oh yeah.
has been so helpful in this
Right.
first year.
Well, and it's interesting because he and Alan both, now you've met them both in person. I'm behind the eight ball. I have not had a chance yet. I am scheduling my Dublin trip with my beautiful wife soon, though. We're going to go over there. I'm going to speak at an event, or I'm going to put something together with everybody to do
Yeah.
for business. And I'm going to go visit because I need to do that. But hey, I just need to point out real quick, Ever is in as herself this morning saying thank you. There she is, the amazing behind the scenes. She was able to multitask, be me and herself all at the same time. And she's not feeling great right now. So praying for Ever that she feels better in her family. And thank you for all that you do.
Yes,
Charlene
ever.
is also here this morning, who's an amazing live streamer.
Mhm.
And so appreciate that. Go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that is, again, it's this community, and we
Yeah.
can learn from each other. And live streaming right now, I can't think of a better promotional tool if you have a message that you want to share. And a lot of our guests that have come on have really deep, important messages, things that they're extremely passionate about. And you mentioned Tim. Tim has got a great show, and Inger has got a great show. And these are people that you want to know. These are the people that you just want to have over to your house for coffee, just to hang out with them.
Oh my goodness, for sure. I mean, I have made lifelong friendships. So that's what
Mm,
I'm all about anyway. But I mean,
yeah.
it's been reciprocated. Lifelong friendships with people uh, I will love and care for my entire life. It's amazing, the people
Mhm,
that we've been able to do. And I want to say something to what you just said. We're going to probably talk about this a couple times, but there's amazing things you can do through live streaming. People on here right now that are amazing live streamers, Tim and
mhm,
Charlene and Inger, and all these wonderful people. But we want to tell you, we are here to support this community. Scott and I, when we talk about the experience of life, okay, we are talking about helping you with your life, your experience, and supporting you. And part of the way that Scott and I are doing that is we are starting actually a mastermind in February. That mastermind is a really like a support group, honestly.
mhm,
If you know what masterminds are, you have a general idea, but it's really a support group. And we are collaborating, and I've already talked with some of the big names and people that are wanting to work with us. We're supporting them, they're supporting us. It's working together. It's not
mhm.
competition, it's collaboration. That's what we want to get across to everybody. And there are some big name live streamers that are going to be part of this mastermind too. And that's what we want to tell people. It's for people that have been doing it and know a lot. It's for people that are just getting started, because it's
Mhm.
learning, growing, and supporting, right, Scott? It's all the whole journey.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't take much to get started. And as you get going, you wanna refine your tools, you wanna refine your process, your message, your graphics, the equipment that you have, you wanna upgrade that, but it doesn't take much to start. And, Inger is a great example. I love the intro to her show on Fridays where she says, "I hate live video." And then she goes on for this great show, brings in fabulous guests, manages the whole thing, produces the whole thing so well.
Right.
An inspiration.
Well, and she's been inspiring from the moment I met her. But what's interesting is that she wasn't doing any live video, and she gives
Mm,
me a teeny bit of credit for nudging, and I'll appreciate being able to encourage her. But she is the one that did it. And what happened was she hated live video, and
mhm,
she decided to move forward in spite of that. And she has done incredible things. She's a good example. Okay, so we can put her up as a prime example of somebody that was not like, I want to be on camera all the time. That's me. I'm the guy like, woo, always want to be in front of people, always want to be on camera. Inger's like, yeah, it's all right.
mm.
I can be in the background. I can help other people. Yeah. So, and Scott, as she's saying here, that was her first video ever when she said, I hate video. So that,
It's
that was
wonderful.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna keep that one forever.
Hey, speaking of video, Scott, I think we're going to actually roll some clips here
Yeah,
from
let's do it.
this past season, just a little bit to show you guys some of what's going on. It doesn't have everybody in there.
Well, a little
Inger
little,
is there.
short stroll down memory lane.
There you go. And as long as I can do it, we're in good shape. Here we go. All right. Yes.
Let's do
Raquel
that.
Boris, who's in the house.
Woo!
Miss Personality. We're going to bring our other guest in right off the bat, so we're all
That's
together
I miss him.
because he's hanging out Justin's hanging out in the green room. Here he comes, the man.
Hey!
Like, I haven't seen you.
I know I haven't seen
For
you,
this
but
morning, Justin, because I was like, I finally get to freaking see my friend and talk to him.
I
It's a big world, and we've got the best guests to fill it. So
What do we do?
let's get this going, Russ. It's gonna be a good
Let's
day.
get it going. Hey, I'm
Brilliant.
just gonna put both in because I'm super excited. Usama's in the house. Jason.
Hey, what's good?
I don't know how the world is gonna hold this. We've got Jay and Usama live on the experience.
And that, we are all our own person, right? I'm not Jay. I don't need to compare myself to Jay. I'm definitely not Usama with his super trauma, but someday I'll be a great Russ. That's what I'm working on, right, Usama?
Ooh, of course. Okay. How can I top with all of the legends have spoken? I mean, all of the awesomeness right there. And also, even the word in Arabic, experience means khibra. And then ponderance means ibra. So when we bring it together, it says al-khibra ibra, which means experience is a ponderance. By ponderance, we uplift the confidence, which will be able to make a difference in the lives of others.
It's so much fun, and we're just going to bring the positivity freak and the kindness incorporator in together because I am just super excited to get them both in. Aya and Liz, woo, in the house. Too much positivity to hold back, First of all, our good old friend Inger Van Roy is coming in the house to say, hey, what's up, Inger?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here.
Cindy's in the house, going to tell us all about what's going on. Hey, Cindy, how's it going?
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
And don't forget, everyone, to also hashtag 1,000 thanks. Let's get that moving. Let's get that out there. I'm going to find the hashtag again here while we're talking because we had it up here a million times. And now I'll find somebody that put it up. There it is.
There it
So,
is.
There it is. So,
Thank you.
here she is, Rosalind.
The cymbal crash there, Rosalind.
The crowd goes wild.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Good morning.
Yes. Straight off the Grammys or Emmys, right?
Yeah, right. Straight off. Fresh.
Another great individual that is looking to the needs of others. And we have with us today, Christopher Philippak is in the house. Good morning, Christopher.
good morning,
Hey,
Russ.
good morning, Christopher.
What
I
a
love
great
your background.
sunrise. Yeah.
I know. That's just perpetual.
Throw down. So we're just going to bring them in and start having fun. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. Here
Rock
they
and
are.
roll.
Woo! We are ready to roll. And don't forget, every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are here without fail for you to build you up, lift you up, talk about the experience of life and a true mastermind experience. Again, don't forget, if you want more information on our mastermind outside of this show, talking about live streaming and technology, we'd love to help you out and how you can build community through that and help your business. And I think that's it. I think I just have one last thing to say for Scott and I. Yeah! There you go. Until we see you again, have a great day and a great life.
And enjoy the experience.
Thanks for tuning in to The Experience Live with Russ and Scott. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or subscribe on YouTube. See you next time.
And there we are. Look at that. I actually pulled it off. That's amazing.
Music provided by a Grammy nominee.
That's right. My son, double Grammy nominee. Pretty excited about that. For those people that don't know, he is a great producer, creator, and musician. But what he's Grammy nominated for is mastering the Album of the Year nominee and I forget the second one, but anyway, it's two of them. And so yes, it's funny,
wonderful.
Scott. I got to tell you a quick story because I know you know this, but one of the groups that he is nominated for, is really appeals to younger people, and I didn't even know who they were. Honestly, I'll be completely honest. But and anyway, I was speaking to the Future Business Leaders of America, a big group of high school students. That was great group. Speaking to them, told them about the Grammy nominee, but I did not say the name of the group. And when I told them, they went ballistic because they all knew that group. And it's actually a gal. She's the
Mhm.
main singer, and then the group with her. But anyway, for those of you, I don't know how appropriate all the lyrics are. I'm going to be completely positive and clear on that. But it's Doja Cat is up for album of
Mhm.
the year, and my son mastered about 5 or 6 songs on that album. So I'm very excited about that. So anyway, there you go. And
Well,
he does all
that's
of our music,
pretty
all of our
exciting.
music.
Yeah. What a fortunate position we're in, and congratulations to Connor, and wish them well. So as we just talk about this community, it's again, I've been overwhelmed this last year, and I think back to that very first show when I woke up to no power in the house. Show number 1, season 1, episode 1. And
Oh my
I had
goodness.
to take my phone, drive the car to where I could get a good enough signal, and use the dome light as my lighting.
I remember that. I mean, that was hilarious. And what do you do, right? I mean,
The
what I
show
love
must go
about this,
on.
no matter where we are,
Yeah.
you had to drive all that way just to get a signal for that show. I had one show where the on location sponsor that I was doing it from, they didn't let me in the door until the show had already started, and I'm walking in while we're starting the show.
I remember, yeah, you started the broadcast from right outside a locked door.
So you do what you got to do. It's live, right? And everybody that
That's the
does this
benefits.
knows
And
that.
these are great experiences that we get to share in the mastermind. We get to
Yeah.
talk about all of the fun things when everything goes right, and but really it is, Russ, the imperfections that make life interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I want to tell everybody too that there's so many people that are like, yeah, I already know how to do this. And it's like, great. And there's a lot of people that know more than Scott and I know. We're not going to claim that we are the end
Hmm.
all to knowledge with this. This is where a mastermind is a beautiful thing, because
Mm.
yes, we will share knowledge. Yes, I'll share about monetizing live stream. Yes, Scott will talk about Amazon live video. Yes, we'll talk about things, and we'll also have members of the mastermind share. It's a community that's coming together to share with each other. And so what happens, you say, all right, well, listen, these are things that happened to me, and this is how we handled it. And people are like, oh yeah, that's great. Because information and the actual engagement of information gives you power, right? It gives you the
Yeah.
ability to do
Hmm.
things. And a good example of that, the other day, I'll just tell you, my friend Russ Johns, he and I have just become great, great friends. He's an awesome guy, and I'm blessed to have him as my friend. And when I was tuning into his website, he's been giving little short videos on how to do things, just little nuggets, right?
Mm.
Well, it was like a 2.5 minute video on how to take your bio, make it look a little better, and then put it on the web. And within a minute after I watched that video, guess what? I had my bio on my
Mm.
website with a button that said, click this for Russ's bio, with my picture and headshot in there with the information about me,
Mm.
because he gave that information. It blessed me. So these are
Yeah.
the things that, right. I mean, hey, I might know certain things, but I didn't know that. So, it's
There's
amazing.
Yeah, and no matter how in depth you are into any subject, you can always learn from others. And there's new things. The technology is continuing to evolve. And
Oh, yeah.
let me throw out one quick nugget that so I have never been approved for LinkedIn Live. Yet you can go and watch me broadcast live onto LinkedIn. How did I do that? Well,
Tune in to find out.
I found it. I was getting ready to apply again for LinkedIn, preparing myself to be rejected again, or basically ignored, for LinkedIn Live, and found a way to basically use StreamYard. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the trick. But I'm able to broadcast live into LinkedIn, even though I'm not approved for LinkedIn Live. These are the kinds of things that we learn from each other. These are the
Yes.
tips that you get when you participate with a community.
That is so true. And let's just give a big shout out to LinkedIn because we do love them. They did approve me, which took a lot of effort, but we appreciate because this LinkedIn community, Scott, as you
Mm.
know, has been vital
Yeah.
to, and all the social medias are helpful, but LinkedIn has been vital to our success and all that we've done. And StreamYard, big shout out to StreamYard as well.
Mhm.
Between the two of them, they've enabled us to grow and grow and grow. And that's both internally, Scott and I, but it's also externally with our community. And
Right.
yeah, it's just I can't say enough about that.
It's and I apologize a little bit. I did get a little bit of a runny nose, a stuffy nose, um, and so my voice is a little bit more Wolfman Jack like today. So not
Wolfman.
quite Wolfman Jack, but a little bit more like Wolfman Jack. But I'm just thinking about uh, all of the things that we've learned and improvements that we've made because of people who have come onto the show and because of the conversations we have with people between shows.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was on the other day with I was doing a Russ Reels live, and I had Russ Johns and Gabe Leal and Tim Sohn and a bunch of them on. It was both
Mhm.
about live streaming, and actually Gabe was educating me on the show. He had me do something I didn't know how to do on the show, and just because we know how to run a show and produce it and do stuff doesn't mean we know everything. And there are little
Mhm.
idiosyncrasies and things being updated and changed and all that. And he
Right.
actually walked me through one of them live on the show. And it's funny because I remember watching Gabe initially. What I love about this, we talk about a community that loves authenticity, vulnerability, and Gabe would just go on with his kids running around in the background. He would let everybody know he's figuring things out. He's trying new backgrounds, he's doing stuff,
Mhm.
and I'd watch and I think this guy's amazing, And then he and I started to connect and become friends. And so next, I decided, hey, that's a great idea. And I've done it a couple of times. And I actually did it yesterday prepping for this show. I have a new background. So trying to get more professional, have a new
Mhm.
mic, have a new camera, have new AirPods. Merry Christmas to me. And so anyway, but lots of cool stuff, upgrading, right? With what I'm
That's
doing.
right.
And but while I was doing that, I wanted to try out the video that we showed, other things, and it was amazing. I connected and actually did something business wise as well as personal wise while I'm just goofing around on live stream. So it's the
Mhm.
power of live streaming. It's amazing what you can
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, you can reach out and connect to people, just this whole connection thing. Back in 2016, I gave a talk at the Social Media Summit in Dublin, Ireland, and that was put on by Samantha Kelly. And there were quite a number of people there. It was a 2-day summit, but we had some great experts there that were deep into social media, Facebook ads, and Snapchat for business, and LinkedIn, and YouTube video. My talk was a little broader, and it was actually called The Psychology and Physiology of Relationships. And we talked about how we connect, and we looked at the brain science, and it actually evolved into my book, Motivational Listener Be Interesting by Being Interested, which is a practical guide to be successful at business networking events. But in that talk, The Psychology and Physiology of Relationships, I looked at the academic research and proved that the relationships that we create online can be just as strong as those that we create face to face. And I will tell you that over the last 2 years, that has been proved to be true.
Yeah.
And
It,
I'm grateful for the friendships, for people that I've never met face to face. And I look forward to the time when I do get to be meeting you face to face.
Well, it's interesting because we talk about this a lot in church circles about how you get people to want to come to church
Mm,
and be part of a church community. And to be honest with you, it's like anything in your business, in life, whatever. They need to have connections and friends.
right.
And I am just like you, Scott. I love to come on. I love spending time with you, with all my friends that are here, and it's amazing the friendships and lifelong connections we've made. And I want to give a shout out quickly to somebody else who did something amazing and her show online with Robert Barry, and that's Charlene. And
Hmm.
I know, Scott, you do website stuff, and so do a lot of our other good friends. But Charlene is uh, just such a great individual, and she does that. She helps people with their websites and things. And she was giving me advice online. They said, "Hey, who wants to us to analyze their page?" So I slapped my page up there, right? And so they're live and they're analyzing my page. And I'm not
Hmm.
afraid to have people pick me apart and show me how I can be better because I want to be better, right? And this is the power of these relationships. Everybody has a different perspective. Something I was talking to Russ Johns about yesterday, and that is the perspectives we have on what we're doing, like live streaming. It
Hmm.
doesn't mean that one person has the whole all the information that everybody needs. No, we're a community helping, blessing, lifting each other, and when we help each other out, we all rise, we all get better. I always
Hmm.
kind of put it back to the analogy of McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King, right? All the same kind of businesses, right? But
Sure.
what happens when you go into a community? Where do you find them? You find them all together normally,
Hmm.
all in the same area. And why is that? They're like, why are they all in the same area? They're competing for customers. Well, because when they all rise and when they help each other because they're all good businesses, they all do better.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing in our community. There is plenty of people to help. There's plenty of people to bless. And when we
Hmm.
help out others, we rise as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They really it's all cooperation, cooperative. There's more business out there than we can all handle. There's more to be done than we can all do. And so I always think, what would Coke be without Pepsi, right? We need each other. People want to have choice, and we don't connect with everybody. But when you have a community like this, I know I can turn to somebody and say, "Oh, well, you should talk to Tim, or you should talk to Jim, or you should talk to Gabe, or you should talk to Charlene, or Dr. Cindy." I mean, there's so many people that solve problems that
Right.
I don't solve, but I get to be the hero when I connect those people up. And being a part of this community has been such a blessing. And even though during these last 2 years of the lockdown, uh, I will tell you that I have grown more connections on LinkedIn than I did the same period before that.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I mean, it continues to escalate. And because of people like Gabe Leal, who is now here in the house,
Woohoo!
Gabe has really, so everybody has their individual talents. And Scott brought this up before. Gabe is going out of his way to help
Mm,
and promote and connect other people. So what does he do? He's got a daily live stream guide that he puts out. He created a community. He sends out emails. That's how I stay connected to things. Honestly, I look at
mhm,
Gabe's list and he's become kind of a go-to on those things. And how does that happen? Somebody just steps forward. What do you always say, Scott? The barrier to entry is just your willingness to step forward and actually do
mhm.
it.
Yep.
And so many things, and this is what we're going to talk about in the mastermind. So
Mhm.
let's just throw this point out there. And that is so many things are so much easier than you think, but you need the support, even though you might be able to figure it out and do it. You need help. And it's why Scott and I are now producing live stream shows. It's not
Mhm.
because other people can't do that. It's because other people want us to help them so that they can kind of work themselves into it.
Right.
And it's something that we're all on this learning curve. Some people like to do it and not actually do the production. So right now while Scott and I are talking, I am producing this show. I am behind the scenes putting up the comments. I'm changing the screenshots. I can slide myself over. I can make myself bigger. I can make
Mhm.
Scott smaller. I can put the video on. There's things we can do, but it's amazing that it took me a while because it is somewhat of multitasking, even though I know
Mhm.
that's the great myth. There's no such thing as multitasking, but
Absolutely.
my brain works slower than some, but I'm trying to get in there. So anyway, but I really appreciate all the
Well, when
great
you have
comments.
somebody producing events, and I know Tim and Jim both produce events, and there's other
Amazing.
online shows. You're producing shows. I'm producing shows. I do fundraisers for nonprofits. I partnered up with Stephen Hodges, and we produce conferences. So we just finished up in December. Well, we did one in October and one in December. Two big conferences for the university.
Right.
And uh, because we were able to come in and handle the production of the show, they're able to focus on the content and the guests and not worry about which button to push and how to slide people around and do these things. And so it really is hire the right person. And I'm not saying just Russ and I. There's a lot of people in the community, and maybe we can get the link put into the to the mastermind. And my request is this, if anyone that's watching that's part of the community wants to join us, I would welcome that. What I'm really
Yes.
hoping is that people who would be interested, and share that out into the community, your communities,
Right. Right.
and let's help each other out.
Right.
Help those folks
Well,
out.
Well, first of all, I want to say hashtag go Beavs. I put in a little thing there because, yes, Scott's working. When he says the university, Oregon State University, Scott and Russ,
Mm.
graduates 1987, whoop, whoop,
Woo.
at the same graduation ceremony. We didn't even know each other. The
That's right.
college is so big, the university is so
Mhm.
big. We didn't even know each other. And we both graduated on the same day. And now we are wonderful, lifelong friends.
You
But
got
yeah,
that
I
right.
know that in the comments, that magically the links are going to appear. And I can tell you, in fact, it already has. You can get it through my website. It just was put up there by me magically. Thank you, ever. Anyway, and you can also go to Scott's website. It doesn't really matter which one you go to, because if you go to my website, it bounces you to Scott's anyway, because we're working together on that. So either
Mhm.
one works good. But yeah, it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. And so just again, learning about the simplicity and the opportunity. Scott's doing Amazon Live. We started this a year ago, live streaming. So Scott and I had never live streamed before. We had never live streamed until we started this show. Now I have 4 weekly shows, and I'm producing shows. Scott's producing shows. Scott's doing Amazon Live book reviews and all kinds of other great things on Amazon.
Yeah, and
I am
I see Liz Lawless in the comments, and
Yes.
we've partnered up and done a number of these together. And
Oh my
so
goodness. Yeah. I
great to
mean,
see
Liz
you
is
here.
She's great. And Russ Johns is here now. So
Mhm.
great, Russ, for you to
Woo.
be here. So I'm just kind of letting you guys know things we've done, not to pat us on the back. I'm just saying how it really exploded quickly. And
Mm.
besides those things, we're both doing online conferences and workshops, also helping other people learn how to go online, bringing people together. One of my favorite things is bringing multiple people together. We have 2 guests on this show. A lot of times with my Russ Reels show, I bring in a whole bunch. A while back, I brought in Russ Johns and Gabe Leal and all those guys all in one
Mhm.
shot, which is ton in talking about a subject. And of course, Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, which used to be a podcast and then was recorded and put out and then became a live stream about halfway through last year, is another thing that has
Mhm.
been great, where I'm able to talk marketing connection and talk to amazing people to connect. So there's been some incredible things going on. And this is the kind of things we're going to talk about in the mastermind. It's helping,
Mhm.
supporting each other. That's what it's all about. Building up, saying what great things Russ John's doing, what great things Gabe Leal's doing, what great things Tim Stone's doing, helping everybody. Inger, amazing
Mhm.
things that she is doing. That is what it's all about. And so we're just really, really super excited. First week of February. It's going to start,
Mhm.
and it's going to be the second, or it's going to be on Wednesday after. So this is 7 a.m. The Experience Live with Russ and Scott, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then at 10:30 Pacific
Yeah.
Standard
3 and
Time,
a half hours after the beginning of this show.
it will be the mastermind, and it'll be a
Mhm.
45-minute every week mastermind.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's going to be super excited. We're super excited about it. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and we're
Yeah, I was
gonna
just looking. Inger said she's looking forward to doing Amazon Live with me in her book. And so, for those of you that are in our community, reach out. Let me know. I would love to do an interview, help promote your book to the audiences on Amazon. As I mentioned, Liz and I have done a number of these. And reach out to Liz and connect. She's a great resource too. If you have a book in you, and I believe you do, and you want to release it, reach out to Liz.
Yeah. Well, that's just
Mhm.
it. And this is what the networking and the connection that goes on during these shows, not just our show, all of the shows that are out there. People are in the comments. You see them right now. Amazing people that are connecting, sharing information. And if you're
Mhm.
not connected to every person, this is my personal feeling. When I'm watching shows, I was watching the Tim and Jim show, and this is my standard. And Scott, you know this. I'm watching the Tim and Jim show. Everybody in the comments that I don't know, I go straight to LinkedIn and I connect and I send them a note. And we're part of the Global Tea Break as well. Okay,
Mhm.
globalteabreak.com. I'm sure that'll show up in the comments, www.globalteabreak.com. And that is an amazing worldwide community. But same thing,
Mhm.
Scott knows we might have 35 people on this meeting once a month, every third Friday of the month.
Yep.
And it's at 7 a.m. our Pacific Standard Time also. And every person on there that I don't know, I'm connecting with. I'm writing down their information. I go to LinkedIn after I say, hey, thank you, nice to meet you. This is how community grows. This is how community grows. And so stay active. There it is, globalteabreak.com.
That's right.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah.
Alan Hennessy and I have been co-hosting for that. And in February, we will be starting into our third year of the Global Tea Break. And it's just been an amazing community. And again, we're not there to do business, get business from each other, but help each other do more business. And from the very first meeting, we've had same thing: friendships, business partnerships, lots of cooperation and collaboration have gone on with the tea break, and it's a highlight of the month for me. I love the show. I love the experience. I love hanging out with Russ, and I love coming into the global tea break and connecting up with people from around the world and hearing what's going on. And every month we have new people come in. Alan interviews them. We have a little teaching time from one of the members of the community, and then we go into short breakout sessions where we keep those around 3 people, and you get to talk for 15 minutes and meet each other. Then one person has to report back from each of those groups, and that has been one of the most powerful connection times. We've got great uh, words from people that have participated in that, and I'm just looking forward to as we launch into year 3 for the Global Tea Break.
Oh my goodness. It's been a blessing for me. Scott, I want to thank you again. You have been a catalyst for good and positive in my life. And what a difference that has made, and the ability to reach out. And I've always believed this: before COVID, before the pandemic hit, I was a person that would go to a central hub, which usually was like a chamber of commerce, and start meeting people. And then I
Mhm.
would expand from there. I would meet people that were part of a Rotary group, or part of another networking group, or part of a business group, or whatever. Or I just meet people in businesses, and then I'd get on a board, and then I was sitting with CEOs of companies, and then I was able to communicate with
Mhm.
them. And all of this because you just connect, and you start from a good group
Mhm.
like the Global Tea Break, and you just
Yeah.
expand. And I just think it's been such a blessing. And you and I met, well, I mean, we met a long time ago, but you and I had coffee together
Mhm.
Let's see, was at the New Morning Bakery,
Yeah, it's New Morning
downtown
Bakery.
Corvallis, Oregon,
Mhm.
in October of what was it? October of 19? Yes, October of
Was it?
19. I think so. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm just shooting from the hip. Anyway,
could be.
we met and Scott says to me, this is what started everything I do now. Scott says to me, you know what, Russ, I was a sales and marketing manager for a large corporation, a franchise of a large corporation. And he says to me, you really should start on the side, a little side hustle, doing maybe some coaching. Because you already do that. You already coach teams, you
Mhm.
already do stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, that's interesting. He goes, and you should really think about podcasting. Maybe you think, I've tried podcasts, you should try that. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, maybe. And he goes, and you should really think about writing a book. I mean, Scott's
Mhm.
like unloading on me at this coffee, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about writing a book, And he talks to me about that, and lo and behold, January of I think 20, wasn't that the year of the pandemic? 20, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so January of 20, Scott all of a sudden says, "Hey, come in and check out this global tea break and learn how to use Zoom." So I get on Zoom and learn all this before the pandemic, and then
Mhm.
also had my website and things started for my business, have the foundation started, and lo and behold, the world blows up and I'm
Wow.
ready. I am
Mhm.
ready to move forward. And God really used that in my life to say, this is what you love. This is what you need to do. And Scott helped me lay that foundation. And I'm so thankful for that, Scott, because everything I'm doing today is thanks to you.
Oh, well, you have it in you. You just needed a little encouragement to pop the cork there and let the champagne flow.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I'm taking a
Well, it's
quick look here at the comments. Sorry, I got a little distracted
it's
because
been
there's
great,
so
and
many
thank you,
going on that I
Denise.
missed.
I just see Denise there. Looking forward to spending time with her and learning more about what's going on in her world.
Yeah.
So
I just
yeah,
love
let's.
all the networking going on
Oh
here.
my gosh! Just make sure you guys are connecting up with each other. Feel free to post your LinkedIn profile, and so it's easy to connect with each other. That's what we're about here is making sure that good people connect with good people. And I've often said that the world will not emerge from the pandemic because of some government program. We will be successful in emerging from this pandemic because of you, the entrepreneur, who are finding solutions to problems and making those available and connecting up with each other. Russ, by the way, uh, didn't know the rules when he started his podcast. He didn't know that you had to have thousands of downloads and listeners before you could get sponsorship. And whether or not you participate in the mastermind that we have about live broadcasting, make sure that you find the next time Russ offers uh, one of his workshops on how to monetize your live
Yeah.
stream.
Well,
Or
I want to just jump in there and say it's way easier, like I said, than people think. And you're
Mhm.
right. I was dumb enough to just ignorant enough to just people ask me, well, I thought that you can't do that. And I said, well, I just was dumb enough not to know. And so
Yeah.
I just did it anyway. So yeah, I mean, the rules, you guys, Scott, you've said this to me. You're making your own rules today. I mean, in a positive way. You are
Yeah,
moving
that's
forward.
right.
You don't have to
That's right.
follow everybody else's rules on how you need to do things because you're able to move forward and do those. I just want to say real quick here, and then Scott, I'll let you go back. Denise has signed up. If you haven't signed up for the mastermind, the link will be in the show notes. It also show up here in the comments again. And make sure that you guys sign up because we can expand and have these will be small groups. So we can have more than one mastermind. It's
Mhm.
okay. We can, if this one fills up, we will create another one. So there's
Mhm.
no limit to the number of people that we can have. And they will be small interactive groups that are going to make everybody better. They're going to make everybody better. So if you haven't signed up, you should, because we will be talking about this. There will
Mhm.
be experienced live streamers besides Scott and I, and we will talk about monetization. We will talk about Amazon Live. We'll talk about what do you do when your sponsor doesn't open the door and you have to start the live stream?
And the creative things like Gateway, imprints,
There you go.
and they created these beautiful mugs for us.
By
And
the way,
I,
we are
I
going to,
love
we've
using
been
that.
saying this, and I'm gonna put it out there to force myself to do it. My good friend Elizabeth Gundu is amazing with her Kindness Incorporated merch, and we are going to set up a merch line, and it'll be on our websites, and we'll have the experience mugs, we'll have the experience shirts, we have t-shirts. We're going to at least start with those two things for sure. We might expand from there, but you'll be able to go on and purchase those for a very reasonable price. We have a great Gateway Imprints is awesome that we work with out of Lebanon, Oregon, and they are very affordable. So we're able to offer those at a good price.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, tune into that. That'll be happening here in the next month or two.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there's another workshop that Russ, that you have, which is on cold calling and turning cold calling into making friends,
Yeah.
and that
Well,
is another outstanding one that I recommend that people get involved with.
and I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for you, Scott, and other friends like Tim Sohn and like Wendy Stunt out of Dublin that
Hmm.
have given me some insight on how to create workshops and do that, that wouldn't be happening. And so I just want to say how appreciative I am. And again, learning from others, right? I'm a very simple mind and I've got to do things that I can figure out. And a lot of people, it's funny because when they first started, I am not a video editor, I'm not a video producer, all these things in my past. And I was able to figure all those things out. So when I produce a
Hmm.
live stream now, I can produce all the videos. I can produce the intro, the outro. I can run the show. I can do things for people. And that's not my forte, but I learned how to do it. And now I love it
Hmm.
because I found simple ways that I can do it. So simplify
That's
life
right.
and make it
And
awesome.
and also, I just want to give a shout out to Inger again because she attended your monetizing workshop, and she, in her show last week, I think it was just last week, yeah, had her first sponsor, and so it works.
It does. Well, it works. It's like anything, right, Scott? It works if you want it to. It works if
Oh
you
yeah,
want it to. If
yeah,
you
yeah.
are willing to step forward and take the action. And so,
Hmm.
listen, I have let our show go way over today because Scott and I had so much to cover. But we are going to tell
Well,
you
we had a
one more
year's
time.
worth. We had a
Yeah, we
year's
have a
worth.
year's worth of stuff. And we're going to go out today, Scott, with the video again, with clips
Yeah.
from last year, and it winds things up for us. But wanted to let everybody know that you can go to russhedge.com or dscottsmith.com. In fact, actually, one thing I haven't had going on, which I should, is our names ticking along the bottom with our websites, because that's always important. And I've been so busy lately. This is one thing that you got to always learn, and that is to keep things cleaned up so you don't have to search for an hour to find where the stuff is on your website. But anyway, and you go to either site. There we go. And you can sign up for the mastermind. There is a mastermind tab on my menu. There, it'll go directly to Scott's site. So it doesn't matter if you go to dscottsmith.com or russhedge.com, you'll end up in the same spot. You can sign up for the mastermind. There is no limit. So just remember, if we fill this one up, we will create another one, and we'll make
Got that
sure
right.
that we exactly, because we want people to be able to work together, collaborate together, and grow
Hmm.
together. And so that is all part for both experienced live streamers and new live streamers. It doesn't matter where you are on the journey, this will be for you.
That's right. Russ, I just want to thank you for this last year here on the experience. Thank you for being such a good friend, good partner. Just, I can't say enough. And not only, not only have you gone through all this, but you've gone through COVID twice while we've personally
I
have
know.
been afflicted
I
with
know.
this.
I thought I was bulletproof after the first round. I had been vaccinated, and 4 months later, my wife and I get COVID, and then here during Christmas, woohoo! But the blessing, always a blessing, always good. Our family was
Mm,
together. My son, his wife,
yeah.
my daughter. We were all together, so we all got to quarantine together for 2 weeks, and that was really a blessing. We got to spend extra time because my son and daughter-in-law had to quarantine an extra week. And so we got to spend extra time with them. So it was a blessing. But yes, you can keep going, like Scott says, through whatever you're doing. We all have challenges. We all have problems. Everybody is going through something. So I am not unique. And you guys are able to persevere. And we just appreciate everybody, and all that you're doing out there.
So I'll just say thank you to everybody that has made the experience a wonderful experience this last year. To you, Russ, for all the work that you do forever, for all that behind the scenes work that she does, and for everyone that has been a part of the community. You have really added to my life, and I thank you for that. And I can't say any more than that.
Well, I think that's a good spot, Scott, to say, listen, we love all you guys. We love our community. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please share this video. Okay. So 2 quick things that we all can do for each other. Well, actually, there's 3 quick things we can all do for each other. Number 1, support everybody and their live streams that you can. I know you can't do it all, but support where you can and comment. Number 2, share them with other people, invite other people to come. And number 3, and also subscribe to their YouTube. And number 3, just stay active learning whatever you're doing, and continue to grow this wonderful, wonderful community. And we just love and appreciate all you guys. And if I can get this all working again, we're going to close out with the video again. Oh, wait, look at that. Wendy made it. Woohoo. I gotta say one thing about Wendy before we wrap up. And that is, Wendy has been an integral part of celebrations in both of our lives, Scott, on milestones online. And she's helped me with Christmas specials, with my book launch when I launched Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, which, by the way, is available on Amazon. And you can also get through my website. But she has been so much fun. And we had this last year, we had a fun, her idea, a fun St. Patrick's Day, a real person from Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, celebrating St. Patrick's Day with us. And we had so much fun doing that. And so we're thankful for that. So anyway, okay, there we go. I think I've got it. I got a couple more comments I'm going to throw up there real quick, and then we're going to go out with the video. And don't forget, everybody, to be connect with Scott and I if you haven't, russhedge.com and dscottsmith.com. And until we see you again, enjoy your life and
enjoy the experience.
Mikhail Boris, who's in the house. Miss Personality. You know, we're going to bring our other guest in right off the bat, so we're all together.
I miss him.
Because he's hanging out. Justin's hanging out in the green room. Here he comes, the man.
Hey. I haven't seen you.
I know I haven't seen you.
This morning, Justin, because I was like, I finally get to freaking see my friend and talk to him.
It's a big world, and we've got the best guests to fill it. So let's get this going, Russ. It's going to be a good day.
Let's get it going. Hey, I'm just going to put both in because I'm super excited. Usama's in the house. Jason.
Hey, what's good?
I don't know how the world is going to hold this. We've got Jay and Usama live on the experience.
And that, you know, we are all our own person, right? I'm not Jay. I don't need to compare myself to Jay. I'm definitely not Usama with his super trauma. But, you know, someday I'll be a great Russ. That's what I'm working on, right, Usama?
Ooh, of course. How can I top with all of the legends have spoken? I mean, all of the awesomeness right there. And also, even the word in Arabic, experience means khibra. And then ponderance means ibra. So when we bring it together, it says al-khibra to ibra, which means experience is a ponderance. By ponderance, we uplift the confidence, which will be able to make a difference in the lives of others.
It's so much fun, and we're just going to bring that the positivity freak and the kindness incorporator in together, because I am just super excited to get them both in. Aya and Liz, woo, in the house. Too much positivity to hold back, you know. First of all, our good old friend Inger Van Roy is coming in the house to say, hey, what's up, Inger?
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Thank you for
morning.
having me here.
Cindy's in the house, going to tell us all about what's going on. Hey, Cindy, how's it going?
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
And don't forget, everyone, to also hashtag 1,000 thanks. Let's get that moving. Let's get that out there. I'm going to find the hashtag again here while we're talking because we had it up here a million times. And now I'll find somebody that put it up. There it is.
There it
So,
is.
there it is. So
Thank you.
here she is, Rosalind. Yep,
The cymbal crash there, Rosalind.
the crowd goes wild.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Good morning.
Good
Straight off the
morning.
Grammys or Emmys, right?
Yeah, right. Straight off. Fresh.
Another great individual that is looking to the needs of others. And we have with us today, Christopher Villabak is in the house. Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning,
Hey,
Russ
good
and
morning,
Scott.
Christopher.
What
I
a
love
great
your background.
sunrise. Yeah.
I know. That's just perpetual.
Go down. So we're just going to bring them in and start having fun. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, here
Rock
they
and
are. Woo! We are ready to roll. And don't forget, every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are here without fail for you to build you up, lift you up, talk about the experience of life and a true mastermind experience. Again, don't forget, if you want more information on our mastermind outside of this show, talking about live streaming and technology, we'd love to help you out and how you can build community through that and help your business. And I think that's it. I think I just have one last thing to say for Scott and I. There you go. Until we see you again, have a great day and a great life.
And enjoy the experience.
Thanks for tuning in to The Experience live with Russ and Scott. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or subscribe on YouTube. See you next time.